I have a quick question for you before we wrap this up. In fact, Louise asked me this morning. When banks, when mortgages were 3%, banks were basically borrowing money for nothing and marking it up 3% and making their money on the markup. Now that mortgage interest rates are 6%, the prime is at 3%. Banks are borrowing at 3%, and they're, mortgaging at 6%. So they're still making 3%. Back when I had a mortgage in 1980, it was 18%, and I think the banks were probably still making 3%. So where does the rest of that money go when you make your mortgage payments?
Where does the rest of the money go in terms of the bank?
Well, if I'm now paying 6% to the mortgage company or to the bank, they're taking their 3%, their markup, as it were. But where is the rest of that money going? Is it going to the Fed? Is it going into Treasury? I mean, I don't understand this.
Yeah, no, I mean, when the government pumps money into the economy, if I'm understanding you right, Tom, when the government pumps money into the economy, it pumps it in basically through the banking system. So it goes into the hands of the biggest, largest financial institutions. And much of what happens in the rest of the economy depends on what those institutions do with it. So, for example, for most of the last 20 years, as that money came in, the financial institutions made a decision that the most profitable use of that money was to go into the stock market, buy shares, bid them up, sell them again at a higher price, make your capital gain, and use the money to buy yet other stocks. Everybody else in the world piled in on this happy casino capitalism. And basically, from 2000 to 2020, that's what we had. Money pumped in, producing an inflation where people wanted it. In the stock market, rising prices. When that petered out, when you couldn't inflate the prices there much more because they had lost all contact with the basic economics of our society, then suddenly people got scared, pulled their money out of the stock market. New money coming in from the government wouldn't go into the stock market, and it went instead into everything whose price is exploding now.
Like housing, yeah. Professor Richard Wolff, thanks so much for dropping by, sir. Great talking with you.
My pleasure. Thank you.